Like a moth to a flame, it pulls us in. Next thing we know, we're in a now bear's den. Tomorrow, I know it all begins again. But where we're needed, we will go. And I'll roll the dice. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned.
Hello and welcome to Heroes of the Plains, presented by Demiplane. Thank you all for joining us, as always. And before we dive in, I would be remiss if I did not thank our sponsors who help make this show possible. Hero Forge. We're going to have a Hero Forge giveaway about midway through the show, so be paying attention to chat there. Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound. And Idle Champions. You can get a free code, chess code there, which should be appearing in chat, or the prompt should be appearing in chat there. Thank you to Idle Champions, as most all of us now are in Idle Champions. I think you can like run your entire formation with Heroes of the Plains. However, almost. Yes, almost. So stand by. But we have a special announcement today, something that is brand new that I'm so excited about, that I'm getting all twisted up and tongue-tied about. So I'm actually going to turn it over to Adam to say what it is that we have special for you tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure that my tang will get tangled as well. But we have partnered with Bouncy Rock, who are the creators of Tailspire, which is an incredible new VTT that is fully immersive in 3D. It is in early access right now on Steam, and it is right now carrying that very coveted, overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So it's the real deal. I've been very excited about seeing what Tailspire has been up to for a year or two here. Really anxiously awaiting what's happening there. And Demiplane has partnered with Tailspire to power the matchmaking. So if you are anxious and curious to try out a game using Tailspire, I think you can see it in the in action in the latest Dimension 20 season as well. So like that's another place you can see that. But if you want to try out a game, then you can go to demiplane.tailspire.com, and that is where people are going to start posting games there. So I think we've just got a handful of games right now, but that could be you. They're setting up a game and getting people into Tailspire and playing in that fully immersive 3D virtual game space that they have going on there. Really, really excited about this partnership, and to commence that partnership here tonight in the stream, we are also going to be doing a giveaway right now so pay attention to chat, but this is going to be where we are going to be giving out 5 product keys, Steam keys, for Tailspire. So in order for people to play together, you need a key for everybody to join in to play together. And so we are trying to keep parties and groups together, and we're going to be giving away 5 of those Steam keys right now in chat. So good luck to everyone out there. And if you try out Tailspire, let us know how it goes. If you love it, go to demiplane.tailspire.com and start making some games for other people to be able to try it too. So good luck, everyone. Back to you, B. Dave.
Absolutely. Hey, that's what one of the main things Demiplane does, is help bring groups together to play. So now we can bring whole entire groups over into Tailspire. So yes, good luck. And if you don't win this week, we'll be giving away more next week. So stick around. Now, as always, let's introduce these beautiful people before we dive into whatever unique spectacle Todd has planned for us tonight. Actually, I'm going to toss it right back to you, Adam, since everybody's getting tuned in to your wonderful dulcet tones to introduce yourself.
that country accent that I got. All right. So I'm Adam Bradford. I am the Chief Development Officer at Demiplane, and you can find me on Twitter at BadEyeAdam. And yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it because I already talked a whole lot. Who's next?
Hope.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheHopeLaVelle. I am a motion capture performer, but also an entertainer for D&D people alike. You can listen to me play some D&D on Attackers of Opportunity, which is a podcast you can find anywhere you find podcasts. And of course here. So let's go.
Jen.
Hello, I am Jen Kretchmer. I am an actor, writer, producer, one of the authors on Candlekeep Mysteries. I am currently one of the judges on the DM's Challenge for Dungeons and Dragons, which will have the announcement of our winner at D&D Celebration. I will also be on another panel at Celebration that I will talk about next week. But this week you can find me tomorrow playing Eberron with Keith Baker as our DM on Fugue State, which is going to be both on Together, TWO Studios on Twitch, and also on the main D&D Twitch channel. That is at 7:30 tomorrow night on Wednesdays. And then I will be this weekend at 5 p.m. doing Candlekeep Presents, the Candlekeep Presents panel at Gen Con, which you can find all of the information. But if you would like to participate in the chat, go to twitch.tv/Brian Cortillo. Cortijo, and make sure you're following because it will be a followers only chat, but come hang out with a bunch of us to talk about the past, present, and future of the realms. You can find the accessibility and gaming resource guide and the disabled pros in tabletop directory links in my pinned tweet on Twitter at DreamWisp. And I stream as DreamWisp Jen. I don't know if I said those. I feel like I'm talking too much. Somebody else go.
You got a lot going on, Lauren.
Listen, I don't know how I can follow that, so I'll just keep it short and sweet. Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on Twitter as Obo Lauren. I do a lot of streaming for Idle Champions. Thank you.
Meagan.
Hello, everybody. I'm Meagan Kenreck, and you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Meagan Kenreck. And I'll be playing Widdle. I'm a little disappointed in the plane of ice cream milkshakes. Like Ren couldn't even eat anything. And there's clown giants. Did you know that? Giants that are clowns.
I suspected it was going to be something terrible. Yeah. B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. Creative director at Demiplane. Y'all know what I do. Follow me on the Tweetagrams at B. Dave Walters. And I turn it over to Todd to introduce yourself and take us in.
Yeah, I get to dungeon master all these wonderful people. I am the creative manager over at C&E Games. It's Idle Champions. I have a character in there. We all do. But today, well, not today, but where you announced it, there is a skin of Averin, and he does not look like David Bowie for legal reasons.
Legally distinct start. Although, look at that.
Legally
Lauren
distinct.
quit in disgust. Look
Yeah,
at that.
no. She can
What?
neither confirm nor deny. Lauren had to disappear for a sec.
We lost you for a second. You're back.
Okay, all right. There was too much of Todd as David Bowie, I guess. And so, or not David Bowie. I'm sorry, not David
Legally
Bowie.
blonde
Not-
and
not
legally
Legally
distinct.
distinct.
Legally distinct, not
Yeah.
David Bowie.
Shave with the blonde
Yeah.
hair. Yeah.
Legally distinct, blonde, distinct, and legally distinct from David Bowie.
The
Exactly.
Dr. Rocket of the Mr. Pibb of Dr. Pepper.
Davis Bowen.
Mhm.
Why not all of that at once?
Yeah.
Wow,
Sigmund
that-
Stardust. Yes.
That's what I do. That's what I do. So let's begin our adventure. Previously on Heroes of the Plains, you all wanted to go to the, you got back, you killed Strahd, you came back from the Ravenloft, and you were like, you know what, we should go to Celestia. And you went there, and then you got blessed. All of Storm Herald became blessed. And really saw a familiar entity, though he couldn't quite place it, sitting on the battlements at that time. Once all of Storm Herald became blessed, things started falling out of Storm Herald, and then once also Freely became equally blessed by Orkira, things started falling out freely. Loose change, a worm, things, that kind of stuff. It was a cleanse. It was a deep cleanse. You did go to the plane of ice cream and milkshakes. It was disappointing, as it always has been, but you keep coming back, and I keep on adding terrible things for you to find there, including Croatoa. Croatoas are obsessed with crows, and also a cloud giant, but it turned out to be a clown giant. And they
Wait,
very much wanted Storm Herald.
I
It
thought
was-
the
It was a gown
Croatoa.
giant.
I thought the Croatoa were lovely, and the clown giant was whatever. But the
It was
Croatoa were
like-
lovely.
It was like a cloud giant you bought on Wish. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was. It's all valid. Though, after having dealt with all the situation with the clown giant and the Croatoa, you walk back into Storm Herald. You went into the
Where
kitchen.
everything was fine.
totally fine, and you sensed a fiend, and it turns out you didn't sense a fiend, you sensed the fiend. Asmodeus himself licking an ice cream cone, and that's, ladies and gentlemen, where we find ourselves.
I
The
need to
heroes of
know,
the plains all in the kitchen.
Where didst thou get that ice cream cone?
and what
is what
flavor
we're
does he
starting-
have?
What's the worst ice cream flavor? I'm curious.
Pistachio. I thought we
Pistachio.
Pistachio established.
Pistachio. Yeah.
Pistachio? Oh, that hurts. Yeah. Pistachio. He's having a pistachio ice cream cone.
I mean, someone has to.
Pistachio.
I mean,
and
I
agony.
understand why they did it, or how they did it, but I don't understand why.
Freely does just look at all of you and look at Asmodeus, and the Sunblade comes on. It's like,
Yeah, and Widdle is preparing her crown of stars too, like not breaking eye contact with Asmodeus, just popping the lenses in as quickly as she can.
Hello.
Hi.
How did you get in here? It's so nice to meet you. My name is Penelope. Half-Pint. So nice to meet you.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I'm Asmodeus. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Cool.
How's everyone doing? The ice cream's different. This is a terrible flavor, I would say. Yeah, so I didn't even know this plane exists. I mean, I heard rumors about this plane of existence, but I mean, not really my thing.
I'm deeply conflicted because he's radiating horrible evil, but he's so polite.
We can be polite in response and say, "Thank you for coming. Would you like to leave now?"
Well, not right away. And you do see that steam and smoke is just kind of coming off of him as he is kind of being affronted by the celestial energy that is now coming off of Storm Herald, the Flying Citadel. No, so I wanted to talk a bit, and say hello. Congratulations, by the way, on being new gods and everything. It's a very exciting time for everybody. Yeah. He seems nervous, the one with the Sunblade.
He's not the only one.
But I mean,
I am
he
not
seems
nervous.
fine. She points at Penelope.
Yeah.
I think we can be great friends.
Guys, this is so great.
Yeah.
Wait,
My
wait,
friends
wait.
are just falling out of the sky.
Wait. Did you, when you were never Ember, didn't you know this guy? Wasn't that like this part of the world? I was hazy on the
in
details.
Hells.
Did-
He was in charge of all of that.
Don't you shouldn't you
What-
have an
what-
extensive history?
Would Penelope? I guess.
You are aware of Asmodeus? You didn't meet Asmodeus because you made a deal with Belle. So.
Well, they're a very big place, okay, you guys? Just big.
He's the literal devil. The actual.
I mean, I think there are more than one.
Yeah,
there
there's
were
others.
many.
I mean, I am known as the Cloven One and the
Mm,
Supreme Master of the Nine Hells, and
Wait.
also the Lord of the Ruby Rod, which I never get called
The
anymore.
Lord of running thine mouth.
Yeah, no,
That's rude.
Okay, sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but it is becoming increasingly difficult not to heavily try and smite you right now. So could we move along? Because otherwise, Briv and I are about to have a showcase in here, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh no, I mean I appreciate the attempt to try, and you'll get there one day, maybe. But the point is, yeah, I have a wonderful job for all of you. It's very exciting, and you're going to do good.
And if we say no,
Then I guess go on and you can go enjoy the ice cream. Perfectly fine. And I'm sure you're all very happy to have one of my arch fiends running around the prime material plane right now, unknown where he is.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know either. And here's the thing about being like the arch devil of hell and everything else and ruler of the nine hells. I don't lose track of anyone. But Belle, who is your friend Penelope Half-Pint, is missing and has been missing for longer than I would probably care for. I do know that he is not in the nine hells, and that narrows it down a bit. which I assume either someone has trapped him, which is probably completely impossible, frankly. LaVelle is not necessarily what I would call the brightest bulb of the 9 hells. I would say that he is, unfortunately, well, I don't think you'd ever betray me. I don't think you'd be that silly. So, anyways, I need him found. And if he is on the prime material plane, he may be destroying some wonderful locations and people right this second.
So you came to us?
Yes, I came to you because you could find him. Because I figured you being new gods and having a little bit of divine spark within all of you, the rules don't necessarily apply to you in the same ways that they apply to me.
I'd lean over and look at Widdle, and I'm like, okay, so I'm incredibly internally conflicted right now because it is a bad guy that is asking us to do things, so I should say no, but he's asking us to do a good thing, so then I should say yes. So
I know I'm really conflicted too because I feel like there's got to be something in it for him, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if he gets his guy back, I guess, because I'm pretty sure if we beat him, we don't beat him, we just send him back. We just more like a victim.
Yeah, but basically that's how it goes.
Oh God!
What are we whispering about?
No, he's listening to me. Okay.
And he just like hops onto a chair next to you and perches like a gargoyle for a minute and just stares at you freely. Everyone can hear you, and you just see black oblivion eyes.
Thou dost whisper like a sawhorse.
Well, I'm not known for subtlety. Okay, all right. Where, assuming that, like, maybe we believe you, I don't know that we do, where even was the last place you thought he was? Because the prime material is, like, a very big place. It's literally where, like, almost everything is.
It's true, it's very large.
I'm going to butt in really quick and say that I am sticky from all the ice cream. I am going to go shower off, and I am sure that once we figure out what's going on with this fellow, that we will go track down the other one. So everyone fill me in just a little while.
Wait, no,
okay,
you can't leave. We might have to, like, fight this guy. Oh, man, Briv. Okay. All right. Fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not hurt. Not really.
I mean,
okay. Well, anyways.
Because you had to take a shower.
Yeah.
I've been very curious because we do kind of like monitor things a little bit on the side, but I try not to ever go to, the domains of dread. Not really my realm. Why didn't you just take the casket? Why didn't you take the throne?
Well, there's a few reasons, right? Like, I just got reunited with Rend, and it would be really nice to live in eternity there with him. However, it's an eternity of torture and sadness, and I'm pretty sure that my friends here and Alyndra would miss us. I thought about staying because, I mean, honestly, who wouldn't consider that, right? That's an opportunity right there. Anyone would have thought about taking it. The people of Barovia needed a new leader. I thought I could step in and help fund the reparations of the town and clean up the roads, but I got the feeling that I might have become corrupt.
Oh, I'm sure that won't happen to someone as nice as you. I mean, look at Penelope. Penelope made a deal with Bella. Like she wandered to Avernus.
Penelope was also going to be really mad at me, and I just couldn't live with myself if Penelope was going to be mad at me. So
I was getting a little heated, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I've never seen her that mad before.
Penelope doesn't make deals with anyone. People make deals with Penelope because everyone wants to be her friend.
Yeah,
it's true.
I can see it. I can see it.
There's supposed to be a deal? Like I'm supposed to be like giving you something in return besides just
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Everyone gets very nervous about deals.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys, do you hear that? That's the sound of the smartest person in the group not saying anything. Alyndra, what do you think?
I think that the more we say here, the more we say.
That's fair. That's accurate.
That's some pretty profound stuff, Alyndra.
What?
That was deep.
Tell us more.
Well, that's all I've got. I've got some items from him.
You marshal the forces of the Nine Hells. And
yes.
You can't find one of your lieutenants.
I agree. It's a bit of a pickle. It's just kind of awkward because I know where everyone is all the time, but I don't know
not.
where Belle is. Yes.
I'm I'm about to say something I can't believe I've ever said in a D&D game. I would like to roll an insight on Asmodeus. I have no idea how this is going to work.
I would like to give guidance on that, please.
I have no idea whether it's even worth it, but Orkira's going to try.
Go ahead.
Guidance is what, an extra D4?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a natural 20
Whoa!
for a 30.
The Phoenix
Plus-
comes through.
Plus 3 for a 33, which is, I think in this case, very apropos, because if there's anyone who could read the devil, it would be a cleric. So I've been listening to him, and he gives this explanation.
You sense this particular individual is having multiple thoughts at multiple times, but you do know they are leaving something guarded, something out. And it does almost take something out of you to look into the mind of the devil and his facial reactions and the way he's talking to know he is withholding something from you.
With that roll, can I tell, is he withholding because it's embarrassing? Is he withholding because it is powerful knowledge that he doesn't want to give away unless he has to? Can I tell why he's withholding? Do I get an emotion behind the withhold?
Absolutely nefarious means. Something nefarious. 100%.
Orkira immediately speaks up and says,
He's not going to tell us everything. And so I don't think we...
Oh no, he's not letting her speak.
Oh no, Orkira!
Release her, Asmodeus.
I think that's enough cleric time for now. So
walk away.
We lost you for a second. Did Orkira walk away? Is that what we heard?
Yeah. She's gonna say, sorry, I'm apparently having internet trouble. She says,
He's not going to tell us everything. And I don't trust him. And so I don't want to talk to him at all or make any promises to do anything.
and she will turn and try to walk away.
But don't you want your book back?
What?
Your book. Book of the Phoenix. This little thing, summons a giant flaming primordial phoenix to destroy an entire planet at will. And I've got rubies. I mean, I am, after all, the Lord of the Ruby Rod, so I've got some to spare. Don't you want that book back?
Is he actually holding it?
Yeah.
Is it the other book?
It's the other book.
I immediately silently pray.
Is that the other book?
Yes.
How did he get it?
There's always two.
You really need to be a little more specific about which two. This is starting to get bad.
The
We
more
should have a
powerful
talk.
you grow, the more powerful they grow.
I cannot match this. What made you think I could match this?
Are you praying out loud? Do you pray internally?
I think all of that for once is eternal until that moment.
Yeah.
I think she gets so frustrated and overwhelmed with this moment of
What? You think I can match this?
Oh, I think you could. No, don't sell
How did
yourself
you
short.
get that?
What?
How did you get that?
That's the other interesting thing. This showed up on my throne, and I don't think I should have it. That seems like a bad plan, right? To give me the Phoenix. And at first I'm really excited because I'm I can blow something up. And I love blowing things up, but not really that much. I like corrupting souls more than anything else. And then I was I already have a Phoenix of my own, so I don't really need yours. And Phoenixes are so very easy to trick into destroying things. After all, I thought, as an act of good faith, I can just give you your version of the Book of the Phoenix. This version, which may go to an evil person once I give it to you, back. So it is not in my hands. Free of charge, no strings attached.
with my earlier insight roll, how much of that was the shit of the bull, or was there any truth to any of it?
Definitely doesn't need the Book of the Phoenix, and was genuinely surprised to get it. I'm
When did
just
it-
offering it to. I'm just offering it to hand it to you. You just don't still have to do the thing. You don't have to find Bell, but like, Bell is very focused. He doesn't get the whole, like, corrupting souls, and then we have more fodder to be in the blood war. And he's been really kind of cranky lately about the whole thing with Zariel replacing him and stuff like that. So I need to know what he's up to, and I know no one in this room is going to believe a word I say because I am the devil. So I am in a bit of a pickle. I can't send my own agents all over Faerun without people getting very sensitive about it. I actually do genuinely need your help.
You said Faerun. That actually helps narrow it down at least slightly. Where was the last place that you knew he was at?
That's all I know. I do have a scrap of his very creepy tunic that was made out of demon flesh. I have, let me see here. I got I've got one of his rings. I've got his favorite place to sleep, so we don't really sleep. Yeah. I've got the teeth of one of his servants. So, like, if any of this can help track him down, I would be beholden to you.
And what sort of fate awaits Bell should he return to the Nine Hells?
Probably punishment, but I mean, he is a fiend, so yeah. I just want to know where Bell is.
So you don't need us to return him. You just need us to find him.
I would like you to return him if possible. Yes, if you could banish him, or even if you kill him, he's just going to come back here. So it's not not a giant concern necessarily.
Wait, did you say that you had the teeth of one of his servants?
Yeah.
What happened to the servant?
Interrogation. Oh, don't worry, they're never going to die. Not on my watch.
Whatever you have. Oh,
Good thing, I
go ahead.
guess.
How long ago did he go missing?
It's been about a month, I think, but time kind of moves weirdly in the Nine Hells, so.
I'm going to ask this question even though I don't want the answer. How long ago did the book show up on your throne?
Oh, I've had him for, I don't know, about a month.
Is it all connected?
Odd
Well, I mean,
coincidence?
I'm assuming it is. But is this, first off, one does not drop off a book in the Nine Hells without me noticing. That's just kind of one of those things. Like, you would all be creeped out if you were, like, in your bedroom and then there was a book for no reason that you have never bought or read.
Orkira,
don't
what
like
do you
it.
think this
Standard
means?
fare for the material plane, generally. Though, for us, things appear and disappear often. But for you, that's not...
No, I know everything, usually. Though I do recommend taking this book to Candlekeep, possibly. It would probably put it on lockdown with all the magics there, but maybe not.
Why don't you do what Freely asked and put all the stuff on the table, including that book?
Perfect. Fantastic. Here's the book. Here's the teeth. Here's a scrap of the thing. I'm so excited to
We
meet the
do not have a
heroes of the
deal.
place.
We have not
don't have a deal.
agreed. Yep, we've not agreed to do anything.
If we go after him, it will be because we go after him, not because we're helping you.
I completely understand. You're right.
Now, please get off of our home.
Goodbye. And he's into oblivion. And
Wow,
there's this
Asmodeus was really agreeable.
burning kind of like singe on the table.
I hit the divine sense. Undead celestials, fae, or fiends, or if he unhallowed this room with his presence.
The room is, yes, unhallowed by his presence.
We have an unhallowed kitchen.
No, we just got it hallowed. Oh.
No, it's pretty hallowed. There's a big hole in the wall.
Well, I don't touch anything he put on the table, and I just look at it and I say, well, if there's an archfiend loose on the prime material plane, and this is not obviously a trap that we're very easily baited into because everyone in the multiverse knows what'll work on us, where should we start?
Well, I know him really well, so if he's on the same plane of existence, I can scry him, and that should help.
Well,
Hey, Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and I should go have a talk with the Phoenix, because I think the two of us have some questions that need answering.
Me?
Because, yeah, well, you know this Bell, And if Belle was the one that somehow is connected to how Asmodeus got the other book.
And she looks down at the book, and the other one, and she hasn't picked it up yet. She hasn't touched it.
Then we have some more questions that we need answering before we go looking for your friend.
So, just a few thoughts here. First of all, is the room is demon free now, correct?
Absolutely.
Paladins.
I
Yes.
mean,
It's
He
demon free.
shows up like shaking
Like,
water
we're
out of
not-
his beard.
yeah.
Okay.
He left his stink behind, but I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Yeah,
What
you
did I
sense
miss?
that the presence of Asmodeus was here. Like there is like a lingering evilness.
What does Asmodeus smell like?
It's very
Patchouli.
sulfur
Brimstone.
oriented and patchouli.
Sulfur.
It feels
But with
yeah.
a little bit of sandalwood.
Axe body
Yeah.
spray.
Axe
Yeah.
body
Ooh,
spray,
yeah.
definitely.
It's actually the
Spray
Phoenix brand,
sandalwood.
the blue brand that you spray. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Don't do that. Don't make me. Don't.
Just saying, it's the most popular fragrance. The Phoenix.
And that smells
So-
wonderful, but Asmodeus is one of those that just puts on way too much. It's not.
know.
It's not that it's a bad
I
scent.
feel like they all put on.
One of those guys that you smell when you're outside. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like he's still here.
Yep.
Freely, can you prestidigitate the air?
Yeah, but I feel like
I can change the air.
No.
quality.
No, we're fine,
No,
we're fine.
no,
Thanks,
yeah,
Briv. Thanks.
Yes,
Thank
no.
you, though.
It's just gonna take a minute for the ultimate evil to air out. But yes, what were you about to say, Alyndra?
I was going to say, if Asmodeus is second in command, who's angry that his position has been usurped by another, has fled, there's certainly reason to believe that they might have issues with Asmodeus. Also, we know that devils are very good at traps. Something's wrong here.
There are so many things that are wrong right now.
Agreed.
All I want to do is go pick up this other book and go talk to my god with Penelope, but I'm worried about touching it. I shouldn't be
I'll
worried
touch
about
it.
it.
And
Don't
Briv starts
touch.
to act like
No,
he's
no,
about
no,
to
no.
touch it.
Orkira won't stop him.
Okay, you touch the Book of the Phoenix. You do take 20 points of fire damages. Kind of erupts around your hand, as the Book of the Phoenix does.
I don't
That's a bit
take my
much.
hand away immediately.
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying is, after the flames, like he continues to pick it up for a little while,
Okay.
and is just like, looks like thine other book.
You smell Briv's burning flesh as he's like paging through it. I imagine with just your hand moving through
No
the flames.
pictures. No pictures. What a
I mean-
boring book.
That does change the air in the room. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So did I
Put
coast.
it down. Hey, Freely,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a favor, and I'm gonna be ready to heal you if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I know, it's a weird thing for me to ask. So, you remember how you got that staff from the fight in the Black Pits?
Yeah,
And
huh?
we know that it's a staff that's as a relic of the Phoenix, and yeah, you're the one who's supposed to wield it and everything. Is it possible that maybe you can pick that book up? Because if there's anybody that I would trust with that book, it's the family in this room. So, but
It
if I'm
just singes a bit.
Well, first of all, thank you. And I transfer the staff into my flesh and blood hand, and I look at Briv, and I just say, "We're gonna have sweet melted hands, bro." And I reach out with the construct hand to pick up the book.
Oh yeah, it's burning.
I don't think
yeah,
so. Mm-mm.
the heat starts traveling up your metal arm all the way up.
Briv spits on it.
Nope.
It says,
no, put it down.
Yeah,
All right,
I-
I thought it was worth a
His
try.
hand, not the book. I've got more
Orkira,
respect for the book.
Before I forget, might I see your book? for a moment?
Yeah.
And I'll pull it out, and as I do, I'm actually going to do a cure wounds on both of them. You both get 9 health back, as I'll do 2 first level cure wounds. So I'll just like walking over to Alyndra with my book. I'll put a hand on Freely and a hand on Briv.
I'm sorry, but thank you for trying.
And I'll show Alyndra mine, but obviously not hand it over because I know what will happen.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to put an instant summons on it for you.
Okay.
So that should you be separated from it, but I will need to touch it. So I'd ready absorb elements as a reaction, knowing that it's going to burn to do this.
Okay.
But I'd like...
Also knowing that that's what she's going to do, I will, as I'm holding it out, I will activate my channel divinity, explosion of life. You're all going to get temporary hit points. And for once, this is going to come into play. So everybody gets 2 temporary hit points, but more importantly, you are resistant to fire damage.
I should have thought to do this
Wait a
before I
minute, why
asked.
did you just like do this? Yeah, come on.
I know. That was. Listen,
All the paladins have burnt hands.
It's been a very confusing couple of minutes. I'm sorry.
I have had worse burns from food before, so I am not concerned.
So I will begin to cast the ritual for draw mages and instant summons on the book for you and hand you a sapphire. I guess I'm gonna need to summon it to me. So I'll need to have the sapphire. So scratch that. I'll take that back. This is how you summon it if you need to, and then I take it back and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
But should we be separated from your book, this will help us locate it.
Okay.
I would like to try one thing before they depart. With this staff that is the relic of the Phoenix, I'm going to see if I can just flip the cover open, just like to the first page of the book. And see
Of
if
the one
anything
that
terrible-
Asmodeus put down?
Of the Asmodeus book.
By using the staff to touch it?
Using
absolutely.
the Phoenix relic, and I just flip it open, and I'm like, everybody's like, is that the first page of your book? Is it the same thing? I don't have no idea how this book works. Is it like a diary? Is it rude of me to look at?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? I might as well.
And I will walk up to both books, and I'll put my book down next to this other book, and I will flip open to the first page. Do they look the same?
Identical.
While I've got my hands on both of them, I'm going to pray and say,
You okay if I bring a friend for a visit? I think there's some questions I need answers.
no answer from the Phoenix.
Can you repeat the question again? I don't know. I think you're like the audio on my end got weird.
No, it's like the Phoenix is like, oh, sorry, I was distracted.
It's true.
It wouldn't be the first time
I'm a
that
little
Phoenix
bit
just
busy.
scrolling Twitter.
You know,
I don't always get
That sounded like it
response.
was on my end because I'm like, I heard a question. I'm like, I hope the question wasn't for me.
I do feel bad for the Phoenix because when you're like, my whole thing is I burn stuff to the ground and it's the 9 hells. You're like, oh, come on.
Yeah, everybody's
What's the do
resistant.
down here. Yeah, right.
I mean, in fairness, only half is the burning. The other half is the resurrection. I'm gonna bring a friend. We're gonna come and we should have a chat. Are you okay with me bringing friends?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to take both books and I'll look over at Penelope, but then I'll look over at everybody and say,
Do you mind taking a trip to the plane of fire? I think we should have some questions.
I mean, sure, it's got to be better than the plane of ice cream and clown giants.
I mean,
Really
I
well.
mean, I think it's better, but every time I bring people there, people seem to think it's awful. So it's very subjective.
I wanted to take us there to face Strahd. I only have one other question because you guys know what I'm gonna do. They point me towards a fiend, and is there any chance this is somehow a long con to get back to Penelope because of her time there?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
that's what Alyndra was talking about. I fully believe this is some sort of trap.
Right.
If
I'm
I
usually
put-
about 10 minutes behind Alyndra, so that I feel like we're right on.
If I put myself in his shoes, I would do whatever it took to get back to Penelope.
I literally did do whatever it took to get back to Penelope. So yes, I
Huzzah.
think I understand.
So, Penelope, I think it may be time for you to tell us a bit more about your friendship with Belle?
Penelope, I am fine to accept it all on faith.
I mean, yeah, there's not much to say, really. I mean, for a really long time, he wouldn't tell me his name, and then he told me his name, and then I was doing some other things, and it's all really a big blur because it felt like so long ago. But I suppose, you know, we could put together a campfire, and I could tell some stories.
I
I
want
mean,
to
if
know
we
all
go
the
to
details.
Elemental Plane of Fire, then you don't even have to worry about the campfire.
Okay.
It's true.
All right, Widdle, will you help me do this? Because I'd hate to break the newly renovated vessel.
Oh yeah, you just you put your foot on the clutch here, and then have
Yeah.
your hands over this rune here, and then
Oh.
that'll jump us.
Oh, that one there. Oh,
the
Equivalently,
one all
the
the way to
parking
the right.
brick has been on this whole time that you've been trying to do Storm
Oh, no.
Herald.
you know, knowing how to drive a car with a clutch, no two are the same. No two are the same. You gotta feel it out. You know, otherwise you stall out.
It sticks a little bit going from fourth to fifth.
Yeah, it's a old city, so it's not
Yeah.
automatic.
I've been stalling out Storm Herald all this time. Yeah, right. Then yeah, jump to the. I've seen the Phoenix. I know where it was, so I jumped to where the Phoenix is in the plane of fire.
All right, you go from kind of the nice, cool, crisp air of the plain of ice cream and milkshakes, and then you feel the heat, the insufferable Seattle summer heat, and the smell of sulfur and the sound of volcanoes exploding. All of that comes rushing in to your senses into
I
the
begin
kitchen.
casting a tiny hut.
In
Accommodating
primordial,
about these.
in primordial, because Orkira has finally finished her primordial 101, Orkira says, "Oh, it's good to be home." All right,
Penelope, do you want to have a chat about Belle before we talk with the Phoenix?
No, after.
After. Or with. I mean, it's kind of up to you. I won't force you to talk to my god about your friend. But
That's okay. I'll be moral support.
okay. Shall we?
I'm still hugging both books. I haven't put either of them in a bag or anything. I've just kind of done one of these to my chest, and I will lead them to the cathedral, and some of them will recognize this. They've been here 2 or 3 times, and I think Widdle actually might be the only person who...
Oh, Widdle, watch out. Right there for the pool of lava. And we just got to come up here. And don't stand on ceremony. We're pretty just casual, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
in your mind's eye, how does this volcano look like? Like,
How's-
go ahead.
How's what?
How is the volcano of the Phoenix? Has it changed over time because of the Phoenix, like altering its structure, or do you feel the Phoenix would just left it in the base model volcano?
I feel like it's been the base model this entire time
Gotcha.
because the Phoenix seems to me like the kind of deity that just is in their, this is what I do and this is how I do it, and you know they haven't really had a chance to. And the only change that's happened is for the little while that Orkira spent on the plane of fire with them while she was trying to learn primordial. There is now a ledge at the top of the spire that is like a sitting place that she can sit at, that she could watch from a distance all of the fun stuff happening. But everything else is kind of just very grand, but very obsidian and the same. And I think if this was a wizard's tower, it'd be like, this is the creaky board, and it's been creaky for all of our lives, and it will continue to be creaky for all of our lives. So yeah.
Oh, come up this way, and yeah, just watch out for that spike. And oh yeah, look out over here. There's a really nice view.
And you look out, and it's just like fire tornadoes as long as you can see.
Wow.
Oh, that's a sight
Yeah, it's pretty, right?
to
There's
behold.
nothing out there for anything to be destroyed, so you can just kind of admire the beauty of it, right?
Oh, that is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then a yellow bit of purple and green lightning, all kind of swirling in colors, strikes Orkira, and Orkira becomes one size larger and just hulks over the entire group, as you are now officially like a large creature. Very imposing and a little bit upsetting to see Orkira hulk out suddenly in front of all of you.
Hey, do me.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that because of the book? Does the book do that to you?
No.
Give me that other book.
The last time this happened, somebody cast a spell on me, and then I had to eat a bunch of oranges. Am I supposed to do that now?
I don't know that I have oranges with me.
Does anybody need a ride? I thought we were gonna have to do a little bit of walking, but I can just fly us all there now. Look, I'm huge.
Sure.
I think this is positive. This is like, you counts as like you being blessed or something, right?
I would
Sure.
suppose so, yes. Perhaps this is a blessing from the Phoenix for you. I mean, the Phoenix is quite large, and now you are quite large in the presence of the Phoenix. This is an excellent development.
Wait,
Perhaps.
Orkira, are you a phoenix?
No. Nope. Nope.
You,
Wait,
you kind of look like one.
But just for the record, before we walk in, before a god, another one. Will, are you still a werewolf?
When I want to be.
It's a Lugaroo.
Thank you,
I don't
Briv.
speak
It is a
Draconic or whatever those words are.
Yeah, I'm a Lugaru when I feel like I'm gonna get hit real hard, and there's not gonna be an issue of magic.
You do feel, as Freely says that to you, like the Shadowfell energy has kind of like faded from you to some degree. Like you're not as intimately connected to the domains of dread, but you do feel that you can still change. But something feels off.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to take an action to change into a Lugaru.
Oh, be careful! Don't burn your fur.
Yeah,
that's valid.
Okay.
You do start to smell the scent of wolf, but something horrible. So you've seen Widdle change into her werewolf form before and start twisting and everything else, and teeth and the hair and the whole bit. But for a horrible second, she's part bat and wolf at the same time. Just a big floppy bat, just about the size of Widdle normally, but with bat wings and kind of a wolf head / bat head, just flapping.
She's one of those Budareg fruit bats, those big giant fruit bats with the dog heads.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, this is kind of embarrassing.
She kind of looks like a Nalfashni, actually.
I look like-
Widdle, stop it! You're going to embarrass us in front of a deity.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think you look awesome.
I don't know how to go back.
You can decide to go back if you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna
Between
go back.
you and the DM.
I was prepared to just hashtag act natural next to Widdle. Like, oh, hi, Phoenix. Hi.
This happens all the time.
I got wings now. Yeah, all sorts of things have happened to us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
Widdle
Widdle,
tries
how-
to go back into her original form, and I imagine that she still has like one bat wing, and her head isn't quite back to its original Dhampir form.
Yeah, you still got like the fangs, and like it goes one wing at a time, pops back in. It's an awkward transformation. It's rough. It's rough. It's early
Well-
90s CG.
Well, if I need to go in circles for a while, I'm all set.
Orkira will come over to Widdle. Listen, the Phoenix is very accommodating, and
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna care. All they care about is that you're happy. So whatever you want to look like is fine. I mean, look at me.
I appreciate that.
Hi.
It's like when you have a messy house and your friends are like, I don't really care if your house is messy, but you care if your house is messy. That's how I feel about my part bat head right now.
Orkira
I understand, but
as well, and Briv truly wants to guru whenever he can, and he's still looking up at the sky at the lightning. Nothing.
Nothing hits you. It's like just there's like lightning in the distance. You see lightning.
I put metal up like a lightning rod up over my head, like just a ton of it, like coming out of my pores.
I'll reach out and put my hand on Briv's shoulder and say, like, oh, maybe I can give this to you. And
Give me a
see what
dexterity
happens.
saving throw to get hit by lightning.
It's like intentionally to get hit.
I
Yeah.
swear I've
I was
gone
about to
down
say,
my
do you
whole
wanna
spell
succeed
list
or fail at this?
looking to
That's
see
a
if I had
22.
lightning bolt, because I absolutely was gonna zap you, but I can't do it.
Lightning strikes Briv, and you just see his skeletal form for like an uncomfortable 12 seconds. And you see some other things probably inside Briv as well, as he's completely x-rayed. and glows with lightning. Briv, you do take, however, another 20 points of lightning damage.
Worth it.
Nothing. I mean,
do you
you're
hold
smoking.
up a little sign that says "yipe" afterwards?
However, Briv's beard is now just full, just puffed out, and his hair as well, and his ears still have like crackling energy moving around them. It might be, I'm just saying, DM's discretion. I wouldn't hug Briv right now, or like rub up on carpet and then run past him. It's all a bad idea right now.
Great Scott.
Well, the good news is there's no carpet on the elemental plane of fire, so you're good.
Huzzah.
It wouldn't last
It's all been
long.
burnt away, anyways.
Well, to be clear, I know you want to bring Penelope to see the Phoenix. Should the rest of us wait out here? How are we doing this?
I mean, I'm happy for all of you to come. Sounds like the Phoenix is happy. Penelope, are you... If we ask uncomfy questions, are you okay with everybody being there?
Uncomfy questions? Yeah, sure, you guys are my family. There's no secrets here.
Agreed. And I will continue to lead everybody towards the center of the volcano.
You enter the
Am
center.
I still huge?
Yeah, you're still huge.
Okay.
You are. Yeah, you kneel down through the entrance, and you see the Phoenix on its perch. And you never quite get over how huge the Phoenix is, or the fact that it's made out of pure fire. But it's just sitting there on its perch. There's some glow coming from the lava down below, but mostly the room is just lit by the Phoenix itself.
Hi. Thanks for the bigness, I guess.
What bigness?
I mean, you know what? Never mind.
Let us get
So-
down to bigness.
That's what she said.
Huzzah.
That was actually really good. Orkira will hold up both books. And in a weird way, I have forgotten which one is which, but Orkira knows which one is hers and which one is the one that she took from, that she got from Asmodeus. She's going to hold up both and say,
Do you know where this one has been over the last couple of months?
It went to Asmodeus.
Yeah, he mentioned that it ended up on his throne. Did it go directly to him, or was there someone else in between?
It went directly to him.
Okay. Well, he says he's given it back. Is there any, before we ask more questions about how he ended up with, the other book and what's going on with this, devil that we're looking for, is there any way I can give this to somebody? This keeps ending up with people that I either have to kill or are, like the most evil creatures on the multiverse.
Someone has to create life, and the other one has to create death.
I have created much life in mine time and much death. I have like 10, possibly 11 children, and I have killed many, many more than that.
Yet, death doesn't necessarily mean they have to be bad people, right? I mean, I have also killed people.
I have killed many people.
Yeah, so can this other one go to someone who's going to not try to, kill everybody, as like the last two have done?
As long as one book exists, the other book exists.
I love you so much, I really do.
and then I'm going to turn to Freely and hand you the book and say,
Would you like it?
I feel like we established it doesn't like me, though.
But it didn't get sent to you, and so now I'm offering. Maybe this will be different?
This time, I put the Staff of the Phoenix in my burned construct hand, and I reach out with my flesh and blood halfling hand. Well, if I'm worthy.
I think you are.
Then try and take the book. I actually don't look at the phoenix in the eye. I just kind of like nod my head slightly and hold my hand out.
Excruciating pain, and you take 20 points of fire damage.
I was about to say that, like, this is Adam talking, but I accidentally grazed the side of my grill yesterday when I was making sausage, and it was horrible. Like, I mean, it was like a millisecond, and it was horrible. And so this is
No,
gonna be
Blaine-
bad.
It's bad. Okay, I will, as soon as I see that, grab it back, and as I'm grabbing it from you, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cure wounds at second level, right on that hand. I actually rolled really well. I rolled 20, so
I don't take it personally, Phoenix. We do things differently, I guess. But
and I'll
Phoenix,
turn back and say,
but I do look at the phoenix and I hold up the relic and I'm like, yeah, but what's this about then?
It's the staff to the temple
Where
where the books were made.
I just slowly look at Orkira like, does that mean something to you?
or is this all new?
Orkira is shocked. Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Yes, there was a moment. Does this mean anything to me, or is this all new to me?
That's all new to you.
There's nothing about this in the book. I've never read anything. I've never been taught anything. I know that.
Do a religion check.
Okay. I mean, I know the Phoenix is very
Obscure,
kind
yes.
of blasé about and obscure, but like.
Go ahead and give me a religion check. What's everyone else doing in the presence of the Phoenix? It is very. We are getting close to exhaustion levels because of how hot the elemental plane of fire is, unless you are, of course, immune to fire.
Okay. I've rolled another natural 20. I have a -1 to my religion, which is a 19, and I forgot this before, but I'm currently in a -4 for everything for doing the resurrection. So that's technically a 15, but I did roll a natural 20.
For me, a 20 is a 20.
Okay.
Well, I mean, unless it ends the plot. Yeah. So you immediately, you do now have kind of like figured out. You're looking at the primordial, which you've just recently learned, and you are seeing primordial around the staff that's glowing only to your eyes alone. And you see a story of the temple and the creation of the books. And this staff will take you to that temple.
Okay, the temple is not this cathedral.
Nope.
I'm going to look back at the Phoenix. You didn't make these books?
No.
You sound shocked that I would ask that.
Why would I want to be summoned?
I'm sorry.
Why would you? All right, I'm confused. So you don't have anything to do with these books?
They were people who worshipped me as a god. And I did not write these books, but these were written by mortals. It is the Book of the Phoenix. It has how to summon one of my kind. You, Orkira, have been kind and thoughtful.
Briv kind of like whispers over to Penelope and says, "The Phoenix just said that it was tired of Orkira's duty calls."
Well,
I bring fire and death.
Yeah, but if you don't want to be summoned, you can say no, right?
Are you okay with the answer I give? Or do you want a specific answer? I don't want to cross a boundary there.
I'm okay with the answer you're about to give, I think. Yeah.
I'm okay when you are the one summoning me, but I don't have a choice.
And she'll look back down at these books.
Do you want me to get rid of these?
roll a perception check.
That normally only happens on the third wish.
And
Wow.
congratulations to whoever gave Orkira another wild magic surge. I'm terrified.
I'm super terrified. Okay, so I rolled a 33 with my -4. That's a 29.
Okay. It cannot speak, but you can tell the Phoenix does absolutely want those books destroyed. It seems to be being prevented from communicating that intentionally.
Can you say who did this? Who graded these?
Humans.
How long ago?
Thousands of years.
If we go to the place where they were created,
And I'll point over at the staff.
is that where we can learn how to destroy them?
Again, the Phoenix cannot say anything. You notice it just gets silent.
I'm going to. I think she takes that as confirmation. If they can't say, if they can't answer that question, they're. So she just nods.
Okay. All right, one problem at a time. Okay, all right.
I would like to look at the staff here on the plane of fire. Does it look in any way different? Are there glowing runes revealed by firelight or anything like that?
You yourself, Freely, cannot see the runes. Only Orkira can see the runes. But it seems that the staff does seem remarkably happy and shining and kind of glowy here. So it's definitely wafting off the energy of the elemental plane of fire, for sure.
Yeah, Freely, there's some stuff on there I can see, and now that I can understand primordial, I can read it, and yeah, there's information there. I'll translate that for you later, but, okay, all right.
And she'll continue to. She's hugging the books, but now it feels weird. And she's going to look over at Penelope and say,
I think I made a few assumptions about things that are wrong, and I guess the month thing was just a coincidence with Belle. But
I mean,
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, it made sense at the time, so don't be too hard on yourself.
Orkira, if it makes thee feel any better, I get things wrong all the time, and I'm told repeatedly that I do. And I don't worry about it too much and just try to do better the next time.
that's very wise. Anyway, I've got a task I have to do once we're done with whatever we're doing with Belle, I guess.
and I'll look back over the Phoenix and say,
Thank you. Sorry to bother you, I guess.
Okay, you've never bothered me.
Yeah, but these were difficult questions, and I appreciate you giving what answers you can.
I could never tell you. That's not your fault.
I know, but I can make it right.
I hope you do.
And I'm not going to do that again, okay?
Thank you.
But, like,
And-
what if we need...
Then you know what? You know what? We don't need a Phoenix. We have a Briv.
Okay, wait,
What's
hang
up?
on. Yeah, I mean, true, but hold on a second. Okay, so Asmodeus is like really smart, right? So he had to know if he gave us the book, we would come here. He probably didn't know about the Phoenix, but wait, was this like a plan to like get us to not talk to the Phoenix anymore? We've been tricked like a lot, so I'm just trying to.
Yeah. Do you think this is... Do you have
What
any
if the
idea whether
Phoenix is not the
Asmodeus...
Phoenix?
My true sight is not pinging, correct? On
No.
the Phoenix?
It's
And
definitely
there's-
the Phoenix. So
there's
I
no-
am saying that, yes, it is pinging in a positive way.
There's no indication that like we brought Asmodeus on Storm Herald here and he couldn't get here otherwise or anything of the sort, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
he's
feel...
up there with our gun emplacements now? Or
I will say, like, Freely's energy in general, as opposed to maybe Briv's energy, Freely probably hits Divine Sense, like, just pings it every once in a while just in case, right? Like, you checking your phone. You're like, no.
Yeah.
Yep. No updates.
Yeah, I feel like while Asmodeus is probably incredibly powerful and dangerous, even to my god, that coming straight here might be a bit much. But as we've recently learned, these books are not necessarily things that my god controls, and so yeah.
Is this your chosen home?
It is now. Orkira brought me here. I'm very happy.
Okay, all right, that's good, because I was about to be really upset that I brought you somewhere that was not a good place, but okay.
You have been kind. You have done nothing wrong.
Where
I
would you
destroy everything. You make the best attempt not to. I'm a force of nature. I'm more complex than a hurricane.
Well, and I'll look over at Widdle specifically and then look back and say,
You've also brought people back, so you haven't just destroyed. So thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
pre-
Yes?
Oh no, I was gonna say to Orkira before, you couldn't have possibly known what you were doing, and like Briv was saying, it's all, no matter how old we get, we're always gonna learn new things and get better.
And I can relate to the force of nature part. I mean, being one myself, it is difficult sometimes to live amongst polite society. So,
Well, okay, unless anybody else has any other relevant questions about anything,
Any
probably...
idea where we can find Bell? We still don't have any leads.
Oh, yeah. We know we think he's on the material plane. Any idea?
You're asking the Phoenix?
yeah, I mean, at some point I'd probably cast commune and try to yes or no it. So yeah,
Yeah,
we're
go
right here.
ahead
Why
and
not?
cast commune to try like suss out that.
Charades with the Phoenix here. It's like one word sounds like.
I would normally cast it as a ritual. If we're gonna do that for like consistency's sake, I
can make a tiny hut if you want to do that, so we don't have to be out exposed.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can allow you to have a moment alone, or we can stay comfortably at a temperature that's a bit more sustainable, perhaps, for the rest of us.
Alyndra, when art thou going to learn slightly larger hut or something
It's
like
upon
that?
the Storm
It's
Herald. I
so
offered you a room
hard.
and you turned it down repeatedly.
That one's not big enough either.
Briv, how much room do you actually need?
And he starts like holding his hands up and he's like, this much plus personal space.
Well, it depends on what he had to eat that night.
That's how much room we need.
No.
There's no accommodating abode XL.
Wait a minute, Briv. Those shower stalls are pretty small. How did you fit in there?
Oh, I don't go in the stall. I just point it up and let it rip out into
good,
the
so-
hallway.
Yeah,
So-
what are we
so Storm Herald is
now?
basically
Well,
flooding
wait,
right now.
This is why I
I
built
need-
you an
Ian needs
entire wing of your own.
Most of the time, I try to kill two birds with one stone, and I'm on the loo while the shower's going.
I lean over
It's
to
very
Widdle.
efficient.
That's a waste of water.
You all
Yeah,
share the
very
same shower.
I lean over to Widdle and I say,
This is why you didn't have to worry about being embarrassed in front of my god. See?
Yep.
It's
You
fine.
got a good point there.
Yeah.
A giant
Oh,
elemental
embarrassed.
phoenix shifts uncomfortably as you speak to each
Do
other
I-
and you cast commune.
Orkira, do I still have half a bat head and one wing?
how does Widdle look?
So if one big popped out eye and like a giant fruit bat tongue. Totally
Yeah.
fine.
I'm gonna be honest, because I am. One of your eyes is bigger than the other, and your tongue is
Oh,
kind of
no.
long.
Which one?
But you know what? I
Is it
think
this
it's kind
one?
of cute.
Or is it
Yes.
this one?
Nope, the first one.
That one? Okay.
Yep.
The one that the tongue grabs and licks.
They'll
Good,
never
good.
notice the difference.
Googly eye.
There you
Googly eye
go.
Widdle.
There you go.
Excellent. You cast commune.
Yeah.
So what?
In front of my god. Why not?
Why not? I mean, no. I mean, what I'm saying is you can spend the spell slot, but you're already having the conversation. So you are asking to get a read on Belle. What is your spell save DC? Or do you want to have Penelope's help scrying, essentially?
Penelope, do you want to try to scry on Belle with my god's help?
I'm just here for the ride. Whatever you need, I got it.
I feel like getting Penelope's help would probably be good. So I'll say, yeah, Penelope, why don't we, yeah. I think 2 heads are better than 1 in this case.
Okay.
Penelope, the entire wing of the phoenix kind of hovers above you. You feel the heat off of it, but it doesn't burn you. But just like you are kind of wreathed in flames as the wing kind of encircles you a little bit, and Orkira as you are casting Scry. So tell me about Scry. Or what's the spell specifically?
Are we talking about scrying? Yes. For
Okay.
the 5th level spell, you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you.
Oh, it has to. Oh, I thought you could do
Wait,
across
wait,
planes.
Yeah, we have to jump back.
With the help of the Phoenix, I will allow it. You do have a divine entity, and you're all divine to me. I can make this up. You're in a giant volcano. A god just put its wing around you. Let's break a rule.
There's a moment where Orkira is really distracted because this is really nice, and especially after everything that she just found out, this is very comforting. And then
So-
she also weirdly feels guilty about that. She's like,
So since I'm familiar with the target, they get a -5 to their save, but also instead of that, I suppose, if we did you say we had like a tooth or something, but that
Yep.
wasn't to him.
You
it's
got
to a servant.
Yeah, you got some of their stuff. Not their teeth.
If we have a
ring,
body
a piece
part,
of clothing.
piece of
Yep.
clothing, yeah.
Yeah, we do have a piece of clothing. We have
it
rings.
says
We
here
have
if we
teeth.
have
No, we
yeah,
have teeth of a friend. Yeah.
okay.
So possession
Body
garment, you
part,
get
body part, lock of hair, anything like
And
that.
they
will get
call
us a
me
-10.
savage.
So
Why do we have random teeth from someone?
That was from Asmodeus, remember? He stuck him on the table.
Oh no, I think I was in the shower or on the loo.
I think that was Belle's servant's tooth, and their
Yes.
servant is still alive because they can't die.
so
So
that
don't
that
don't
was-
worry.
That won't help.
So we have possession or garment hope for sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
with the
got
-4
you got
on
the
it,
big -10.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Uh,
think we have the -10?
Yeah, you got the full deal.
Okay, then this target must make a wisdom saving throw.
What's your favorite moment hanging out with Belle? Was it like just like going around the blood war, murdering demons and stuff, or like just pulling,
Little donuts and the
little donuts and your war machine? Like,
Yes.
just like the kind of like montage, you guys like buying ice cream and it melting right away.
Aw.
And then having milkshakes.
Yes.
Yes to all three of
Probably,
it. Yeah.
it probably tasted like pistachio and torture.
You know what? Penelope likes pistachio, okay?
I mean, you do eat a lot of
You pick
sticks.
out the tortures.
Oh, yeah, right.
Wow.
It's torture in the ice cream.
Nobody's perfect, and now we know that Penelope is as close to perfect as possible.
It's true. Yep. We found
So-
her one flaw.
I got a 3. What's the DC save? I rolled a 3
Oh, it's 17.
for wisdom. So a 3.
And
Yeah.
then a
It
Negative
got
seven.
a 7.
and
So,
then -10.
with a -10, I feel like you found it.
Um,
You see a what look like the ruins, and there's frost on everything, like like frost has been growing for some time in these ruins, and there are large kind of spikes of ice here and there. And you see a variety of squidlings, gnome squidlings, with some types of infernal collars around their necks, just slithering about. And you come around the corner and you see Belle. And all of these insect-like blue ice demons, which you've seen in Avernus before, kind of keeping all of these squidlings in line, barking orders at them. And there seems to be like all sorts of like construction happening, and there is a tear in the center of this room where red fiery energy is kind of pouring out, melting the ice around this cave. And you hear the sounds of souls screaming. And they are bringing up buckets and lowering buckets from this portal. And you see Belle, your old pal, on a throne of ice.
Do I know where that is?
It's underneath 10 towns.
Underneath 10 towns. Okay.
Remember when we found the
Glacier.
the glacier and with the Mythalar in it?
Crash Castle. In all your other offspring, I don't know. What do we even send that one half-baked giant? But either way, yeah, that place.
How does Belle look? Is he happy?
Seems incredibly happy. Wow, that is an interesting question I did not expect today.
Only Penelope would inquire an emotional state of second in command of Avernus.
I'm not gonna even make you roll for it. Like, this is the best day ever, guys. Like, Belle seems actively excited in a horrible way, and the flaming sword and everything is like melting ice around him. Doesn't seem like particularly comfortable with what's happening. But you see all these buckets. With scrying, do you see anything else other than the information I've given you, or do you get more detail than I've provided?
I think that you've given more. You can see and hear a particular creature you choose, and it doesn't say.
So Hope, read the last paragraph of that spell.
Instead of
What is
targeting
in
a
the
creature?
bucket?
Yeah, just in case you have interest in
Okay.
that, since we have been to this place.
Instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you have seen before as the target of the spell. When you do, the sensor appears at the location and doesn't move. So, I mean, I guess it'd be the same thing we'd see that probably what we've been
I'm gonna go ahead and allow it. Go and give me just a perception check.
Also, I think this lasts for 10 minutes, so you can probably get a lot of information.
Right, like, yeah, pop around the room, right?
That's a natural 20.
Hey!
What is happening?
Nice.
Yo.
So many natural 20s.
All right, DM gets suspect.
Believe me, it's offsetting the rolls that I had this weekend.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, well, RNGesus was fickle on Sunday on D&D Beyond. Yes.
Gnarly stuff.
Yeah.
Or okay, you fall asleep.
What?
You just like pass out, and she's like slowly falling into the lava.
Briv just kind of doesn't even move, but just sends some metal out and like kind of forks her clothing and then like starts to pull her out.
The horrifying
She
thing is
would
she
be
falls
sleepy.
heads first into lava. Like her full like head is in the lava, but she is immune to fire damage. So you
I'm
just
like,
gotta
I'm like,
pull
is
her
that a
head out
positive?
slowly.
I don't-
Oh, is this
Yeah,
the
is she-
chaos?
And then
Okay.
Briv
Alright.
spits on her head to try to cool it off.
Right.
Todd's just mean. He just be that way sometimes. Yeah, and so they're like the lava starts cooling, and you realize you have to like start wiping it away somehow gently, without it becoming rock around her head.
Or spit. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
like kind of cleaning it off that way.
Okay, yeah, like a mom. Okay.
Yeah.
From the
Oh.
1950s.
Mhm.
You made it worse. You made it worse.
You know, I didn't think I could be even more awkward and embarrassed in front of my god, and yet here we are. Sure.
It's a rough day. It's a rough day. Yeah.
It's been an awkward day. Sure.
It could be that you just in the process of communicating, it can be quite exhausting. I know you're having that private channel open, and perhaps in
I get
Penelope's doing the
exhausted
scry.
communicating all the time.
Penelope's doing the scry, and I've just leaned back into the wing of the Phoenix, and then just like funk gone.
like you had a
Oh.
comfy, warm blanket arm around you. Yeah. Like leaning
yes,
up
the
against
Phoenix is a warm weighted blanket.
It's like snuggling up against your grandma, and you just instantly just go.
Yeah, grandma who lives in hell.
Well, no,
Well, with the plane of
it's
fire,
not.
plane of fire.
It's already
Fire.
warm and it's already warm and you're cuddling up inside the wing.
That's
It's
not
probably
what I
extra
do.
warm.
When I get comfortable like that, I just, don't go to sleep.
What do you do?
Are you the Phoenix? No, just like your answers are more
I'm
obscure
gonna
than mine.
second Lauren's.
All right. Plowing ahead.
Yes. What does Penelope see? But back to
you
Penelope.
see, they are bringing up these metallic, infernal, demonic buckets on spiky chains, unnecessarily spiky chains. It doesn't seem even all that functional. And they are bringing up soul coins and bringing soul coins down. They look identical, these buckets, and the room is filled to the brim with soul coins. But they are keeping them separate.
Okay. Okay, I have some hypotheses, but okay, I'll tell you guys everything. I'll tell you everything, and then, yeah, Melinda, what do you think?
That is the best short form I do tell the party I've ever heard in D&D. All right, you know her what she saw.
So, I'm uncertain here, but to quote Penelope, I have several hypotheses. I'm very curious if Belle is staging a coup. Because if they are trading out soul coins, they could be trying to take the power that's within them away and destabilize Asmodeus's rule.
Wait,
But they would be bring those into our plane of existence, and knowing what I know about coins, those can be awfully troublesome.
Are you saying that they're putting fake coins back and pulling out real coins, or is it something else?
So there's power in soul coins. They can give you information. They carry the weight of a person's soul. They can be used to free those souls. And then I have a thought. Widdle.
What? Yep. I'm here. I'm present. Yes.
Does this not seem like the sort of thing that someone we both know and love would do?
Oh yeah. I have a feeling that Averin has something to do with this. For
What,
sure.
not Mordred?
Sounds made up.
No,
I
it's
mean-
not about abs here.
It sure would be a shame if I had a reason to see Vordred again.
I ship it.
So uncomfortable.
I mean,
So-
I feel like this doesn't seem like an Averin thing. Don't we already know he's in that god graveyard with Sophia's becoming a tree? That's where he said he was
Oh,
going.
yeah.
Remember
What
when
if
they?
these soul coins are counterfeit?
That's what
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's what she's saying. She took a long way to get there, but I think that was. Remember, 10 minutes. I'm here. I'm behind.
Well
I'm behind,
done,
but I'm caught
Briv.
up. Yeah.
Has it been 10
Yes.
minutes?
Oh yeah, it's been 10 minutes. Yeah, you got what you got.
Oh, sorry. I fell asleep for a little bit. What'd I miss?
I just love that nobody dispelled magic on her. She would just let her sleep.
Why? I'm
I mean,
under
her
a
god's
comfy
right
way.
there. I
She's
don't
entitled
know
to a
what this.
nap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Naps
apparently,
are therapeutic.
apparently there is a rebellion in the Hells, which
Possibly.
is that good for us or bad for us?
Well, either they're trying to bring power up here to use for their own means, and someone up here is trying to stage a takeover, or they are trying to destabilize Avernus by putting counterfeit coins there.
Yeah.
I mean, an army of Averin clones going into the Blood War would be quite a...
I don't think this is Aaron. I really think he.
I don't think so.
I think we think everything.
So then,
is like,
who would want to get involved in the blood war?
I mean, whoever wants to win, like both sides, like the devils and the demons, like either side could kind of use an edge. They've been at this for a minute.
if they unloaded the counterfeit on to the other side, then when the other side goes to fuel up their vehicles,
And
then they don't work.
Yeah,
And then they're just stuck on the line, and then the other side wins the race.
Stall
And
it
whoever
like
wins the
Stormhouse.
race gets the cup, and it has more real soul coins in it. And then
Well-
they'll take those soul coins and make a bigger army. And Briv just continues to say ridiculous things over.
No, and freely
So, I
agrees
didn't-
more and more emphatically as the longer you go. Like, yeah.
I didn't hear the question about the casket, right? Because so if Jen can figure this out, Alyndra could have figured this out. But did I hear the question about?
Yeah, Asmodeus asked that in front of
Yeah,
all of
you
us.
That
said
was out
that
loud.
openly.
I thought
We
that
were
was
there.
for some reason. I thought that was
Nope.
specifically separate. Okay, so just another thought. First of all, do we still have any soul coins?
No, I released them all.
Good. Okay, good. Sweet.
That was what I did in the elemental, the plane of ice cream milkshakes. As I sat, and I was just like, and you.
Just making sure that we had nothing left. The negative material plane, which we know was part of Strahd's final resting place area, would be quite an asset for anyone involved in the blood war with demons. Any one demon you have could potentially become thousands. They multiply rapidly, right? That's the power of demons, is they can appear in force and just grow and grow and grow until you have millions of them.
They breed
and the
like
way
rabbit demons.
Essentially, yes. Except you only need one. On the flip side, devils are organized. They're military. They are hierarchical, and they are powered by firmly adhering to rules and contracts. Either of those forces being able to obliterate the other would be an incredibly powerful thing. And whatever they could pull out, if they can put those souls in, anything with a soul, anything alive, going into that portal to the negative material plane, bring something back out with it. You send your forces in, you bring them back out. Whatever's in there, everyone was afraid of.
But I think you have to be undead to go in and not die. Like that was the only reason Widdle could go in was...
No, the only reason Widdle could go in is Widdle was going to be the only one who could come out without bringing something back with her.
Oh, I thought also everyone else was going to die.
Is that correct?
I mean,
Everyone was
and
also going to die, and I will say Freely actually
So-
has firsthand knowledge about this particular problem.
I
You may
think
go
the
on.
rule was, yeah, anyone else would have died because unless you're undead, your soul would have been torn from your body.
Yeah, we saw Briv try and go in and die in one of the visions.
Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
one way or another, whatever they're doing, I think we all agree that they're not doing it for the good of the prime material, so we should probably go and stop it. And then stop it first and figure out what the heck it is second.
Why do we have to stop it?
Because we're heroes.
Well, no. Sorry, I should have clarified. We should stop it. I agree with you. But didn't Asmodeus just need to know where they were? And now that we know where they are, we just point Asmodeus at the problem and let them figure it out, right?
That's a good point.
I don't know about that because whatever they're doing is really bad. And if Asmodeus sees it, then maybe he'll just do it too.
Yeah, I feel like there's no upside of partnering with Asmodeus. It's gonna come back on us, the fact that he even sicked us on these guys. I already know it, but one way or another, I don't think we want to tell him. He's gonna follow us. He's gonna know, because he said he knows where everyone is. He knows where we are. So when we go, he's gonna know.
All right, let's
Heading back to Storm Herald. like, bye, Phoenix. Always a pleasure. Glad nothing got destroyed this time.
Wait, speaking of getting destroyed. Right, Orkira?
What did you say, Freely?
I said, bye, Phoenix. Good seeing you again. Glad nothing got destroyed this time.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
Is it Storm Arrow?
Waterdeep.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
we
hey,
barely go
no,
there.
No,
Oh,
no,
wait,
no.
were people alive there?
No, we got the people that were live out. No, there was no one left. You saved that world. You saved those people.
You're Waterdeep.
Why?
Come again?
I'm sorry.
What,
That
what,
was sitting right here.
why'd you do
Freely,
it?
just without looking,
What-
reaches
what
out to
happened?
Penelope and is like, "Can you scry Waterdeep? You've been to Waterdeep.
He
Anything?"
summoned
Just
me a
like,
week ago
What?
Who?
over the city.
Who?
What?
Asmodeus.
Freely
He-
turns and is running towards
He used the
Storm
book?
Herald.
It's too late. I'm sorry.
Did he summon you anywhere else? Is it just Waterdeep?
Just Waterdeep. I'm sorry.
Perhaps thou couldst lead with that?
May I? Would
Are
you
any of my
like-
friends alive there?
I'm sorry.
Freely is doing whatever version of honking the horn on Storm Herald is. Like there was those caves, and they were under the city. Remember that people hid. There's got to be
He's-
people there. We got to go.
That was when they had decades of warning.
It's a different
Would you-
water deep.
No, it's ours.
No, I mean,
Would
No,
you
the
like
one
to
where they
make
hid in
sure?
the caves.
It was yours.
What do I need to do to make sure that this other book doesn't go somewhere else?
I can help with that.
Yeah, you sense the Phoenix cannot explain how to do it.
But
I could eat it. I've had worst in my gut.
You can read on the staff, Orkira, specifically how to destroy both books, and it's very simple. I mean, essentially throwing it into a pit within the temple itself.
Right. We got to get to Mount Doom, though.
Does the staff say where this temple is?
It does.
And what is the TLDR on where the temple is? Like, is it, hey, it's just over there and it's in the thing and it's just hidden? Or is this like, you got to go to the negative material plane?
No, it is in a demiplane. It is in a pocket.
Okay, so conceivably
Branding.
we could just go there right now.
Conceivably, yes. But that is a choice. You can go either to 10 towns or you can go to this temple.
How long do I have any idea how long it would take if is it literally just show up, throw the books on in and they're destroyed? Or is this, can I get anything out of that?
Freely, yeah, you sense freely that since you have attuned to it, you feel that you almost do now that you kind of all figured out that this is connected to this temple, you do feel like a ping. Like you feel an urge and a sense of where this place might be.
I was gonna wait until after we took care of Penelope, Bell, all of that, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to have a hold of this book. And if it goes to someone else, or if it goes, the Phoenix says it went to Asmodeus because it's someone supposedly as powerful as I am, which is weird because I'm nowhere near as powerful as Asmodeus. We need to destroy these now so that I don't lose this and goes to someone else, and this happens again.
Two things. One, I can put them in an isolated demiplane that cannot be accessed by anyone other than me. And they can be locked away until we need them. But secondly, if you would like, we can hide you.
Why hide me?
Or the Phoenix.
Oh.
Sorry. So you cannot be found.
Can she breathe in there?
Yes, but it's not in the Demiplane. I mean, unfortunately, I can't have anyone that large there. But I could sequester you.
DM, do I know if putting the books in a Demiplane, would that prevent one of them from going to someone else?
If one of those books just showed up on Asmodeus's throne, I would say these things are a little beyond that kind of stuff. That we're into 10th level, 11th level spell kind of territory of uncertainty.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an 8th level. It's.
Oh yeah, no, I
about as
get,
high
I
as
get
we
it.
can
What
go.
I'm saying is,
Yeah.
it's out without. It's a beyond the scope. It's gods and
yeah,
That's
Alyndra,
divine power.
I think that would be a good idea if it wasn't possible for these books to end up in the 9 hells or anywhere else. I mean, we found this one not on the material plane, so I think if you don't mind, I need to spend a couple, but however long it takes, and I need to go destroy these now so that this can't happen again.
all right. Does everyone get back to Storm Herald?
Wait up, Freely.
You see Freely is very much like dialing in Waterdeep. Like, no, I mean, there's somebody still gonna be there. There was millions of people in that city. There's no way the Phoenix got them all.
All right, yeah. You when you get back to Storm Herald and you run up there and you see Freely is at the machine. He's about to steer Storm Herald to Waterdeep. You can see Faerun kind of appears as like kind of a hologram in front of Freely at this moment.
But I haven't jumped it yet.
Yeah, I'm checking to see if I have Scry. I don't think I took it today.
Penelope, can you do one more scry?
That is up to the DM. If I have the components to do another one.
What are the components?
I was in my mind. I used a broken piece of silver mirror.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Then yes.
We can
You've
break
been-
plenty of things.
Well, so here's the thing. There's no reason not to believe the Phoenix. If that happened, then there's nothing else we can do for Waterdeep right now. Penelope, can you scry and make sure that it was our Waterdeep?
You mean you want me to look for Harold?
I mean, yeah, or any of them.
Okay. I can do that.
I shall scry for Harold.
Well, there's always the chance that Harold moved. It's
Yeah.
we
Harold's
want to know.
dead.
We want to
I
know
guess-
the state of the city.
Oh,
Harold
I
could
guess.
be on untold adventures. He might be in Sigil. We don't know.
I mean, I guess if instead of targeting creature, I can target the location. I've
Yeah,
been there. But I've only been there like once or twice.
You were at the yawning portal. Remember? You can go ahead and scry on the yawning portal.
Widdle looks at Freely and she's like, "Well, I hope Harold's okay because Sophia's told me that he was Avron's favorite wizard or warlock."
He is.
Yeah, he pretty much earned that.
So I guess a wisdom saving 17.
So you're looking for the yawning portal.
Yes.
Yeah, it's super gone. It is just a pile of ashes. There is just a hole in the ground. And the air is just filled with ash everywhere you look from the point of view. And you see a toppled over walking statue, broken in half.
Penelope just turns to Orkira and just kind of.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure he's somewhere else. I mean, like Freely was saying, he's probably off on great adventures and got out.
We can bring him back.
Most likely.
Orkira,
I
if we
could.
if we destroy these things, that can never happen again.
Yes.
Fine. And I just hold the staff towards her. I feel it's that way, but I don't know which way. Is it that way? Is it 50 feet? Is it 5 years travel? I don't know. Where is this place?
Are the coins they're pushing down into Avernus the souls of Waterdeep?
I mean, you don't know. You don't know.
Can I
Yeah.
can I infer it in any way? Is there any way I can?
I mean,
You
that
mean discern it.
2
That makes a
million
lot of
freshly
sense.
dead. It makes sense.
So not counterfeit then.
Yeah, you're not sure. I mean, if the soul's a souls, oh, maybe.
I'm gonna reach out, and I'm not gonna take the staff from Freely, but I'll put my hand on it, and there are just tears streaming down Orkira's face as she looks at Freely and says, "I'll help you where we gotta go, and then we'll take care of Belle, and I'll cast a few sendings and find out for sure. But if
So
I do
here's a
that
question.
now,
Go ahead. Sorry.
if I do that now, I will
Yeah.
get distracted waiting for answers. We have to
Let's-
do this now."
Let's finish this while we're here. Let's finish this while we're here.
I will help him guide, because I don't know how to pilot Storm Herald. So I'm going to help him figure out where to go with Storm Herald through the staff.
Okay. You get the coordinates. Freely, do you hit the
Yeah.
button?
Yeah, well, I mean, my goal is to go to the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately, Storm Herald comes into his existence in just kind of a plane of darkness. Not darkness like the negative material plane, just like a hazy gray and light kind of coming from all directions. And there is kind of a floating rock in which there is a temple that has all sorts of obsessively carved statues to phoenixes. And you can hover Storm Herald right onto the front of that temple if you want to.
Freely has been to Limbo. Does this feel like that?
It doesn't feel entirely unlike Limbo, but this is definitely a constructed demiplane. Hashtag demiplane. You should check it out.
Hashtag register now.
Register
Um,
account.
You see, Freely is again like clearly very upset about this, but he's like, "You guys, I'm really not doing well with this not just going straight forward because I feel like all of this was completely obvious. But if Asmodeus knew to use the book to summon the Phoenix, and he did it, and why would he give it back over? That's what I don't understand. Why would he give it back if not to make us come here?"
Or to just rub it in that he destroyed the most populated city in the world.
Or maybe he didn't think we'd figure it out.
Okay,
I-
those all make sense.
I think you're probably right. But if this is, I was gonna do this anyway. Now that I know. And so now this is just happening sooner so that we don't have to worry about anyone doing anything like this again.
Do you mind if I stay on the ship? Or do you need me because of this? Just someone stay on the ship. I got a bad feeling about this.
I'll stay on the ship.
All right.
Whoever, I'll take care of this, and I will start flying towards the center of this temple.
I'm actually going to jump out and fly after her.
Okay. You were staying on the ship.
No, I just don't want somebody to just like run off with it and leave us stranded here. I don't know. There's a trick. There's a trick. I don't know what it is, but there's a trick, and I don't want you to go alone either.
Okay.
Besides, I had the relic.
I don't think we need to throw the relic in, but okay. I would.
Oh no, I don't want to throw the relic in. But yeah.
Okay.
So,
right.
DM, you said that it was like a little hazy, misty where we're flying into, right? So we can't really see this rock that we are approaching.
You can see the rock perfectly fine, but there's
okay.
there's kind of like this never-ending gray around it.
Okay, because I was just imagining that the control panel on Storm Herald kind of has like this radar where
Yeah.
we can see large objects approaching us. And
I'll allow it.
with,
Yes.
like,
We've developed Doppler radar for
Yeah.
Storm Herald. Yeah.
it's a new update, and while Widdle is seeing Freely, come to this conclusion and chase after Orkira, she's just watching that radar very closely, pressing gently on the clutch and putting Storm Herald in park.
You know what? I'm gonna yes and this one. Well, it was blessed. Oh, Storm Herald. So Storm Herald has divine sense itself as radar. Really, and you just knows this, Widdle, and freely you're flying with Orkira, and Widdle, you see a ping, and then you see 2 pings, and then 3 pings.
Oh.
You get the sense it's undead.
There's no one here.
Well,
This is fine.
I think we have the telepathic bond.
I always
up.
assume the telepathic bond is up.
Well, we
at
were
this
using
point,
it
so-
when we were talking at the beginning. Yeah, we were using it earlier. So
I don't think that Widdle would want to interrupt Orkira or Freely right now. They somehow have bigger problems than I do right now.
You can actually see kind of like 2 glowing things are flying towards the temple that are Orkira and Freely because they are somewhat divine now. But the other things, they're representing divine, and where they're heading, they're undead.
Oh,
Are they heading towards Storm Herald or Orkira?
They're heading toward the temple.
Yeah, we are going towards the temple, and the undead are in the temple.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm gonna use that link then to let Orkira and Freely know. I've got some bad news.
Okay.
There appears to be some undead bodies headed towards the temple, so be very careful.
Okay.
All right. I mean, we're gonna try and
Good to
punch
know.
through.
You get to the double doors. The
Um,
whole exterior is completely scorched, and as if this temple at some point had been attacked, and you recognize an attack that seems like a phoenix. Not necessarily your phoenix, but these walls have been burned over and over again by something that wanted to get in.
is there? You said that there was statuaries and everything. Is there like writing? Is there anything that I could get some sense of
It's
more about this place?
These people love phoenixes way too much in a very fanatical, we're gonna burn it all down to the ground kind of way.
They're like a phoenix death cult.
Yeah, I look over at Freely and I'm like,
I love my god, but I want them to be free and happy. And these people want. This is the reason we need to destroy these books, because
Yeah.
people are using my god to do death and destruction.
Imagine if
Yeah.
H.R. Geiger basically sculpted the phoenix. Like, that is what you're getting off of this group.
I mean,
of statues.
we've rescued every slave we've ever come across, and if the phoenix is one too, of course we have to do this. I just sort of hold the staff up, and I'm like, I don't. How do you say friend in primordial? Like, speak friend and enter. Like,
Funny enough, it's a lot of.
the back of the throat. Ah. Yeah.
Are you all saying any of this over the telepathic?
Yeah,
yeah, I
probably
think
all of it.
I think I would be double broadcasting, saying out loud, and then
Yeah.
also,
If
Would you
everyone
like me
wants
to come unlock the door?
yeah.
do we need? Like, if I look at the door, this is the moment we need a rogue. If I
Yeah.
look
No,
at
I
the
have
door,
knock.
Yeah, she's
I'm,
not,
I'm-
yeah.
I am prepared for this magic.
I'm hurt by all rogues. All rogues
Yeah.
are offended.
Hashtag
But
not
yes.
all rogues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alyndra, hold that thought for a second.
I'm just gonna put my hand on the door and
Oh, it's
do I-
very much locked.
okay. Do I see a keyhole? Do I see a place to put the staff into?
You do see a place so you can put the staff into, actually. Yeah.
Uh,
And with your passive perception, you kind of see a notch that's a little far away from the door as well.
Different than the place to put the staff into?
No, that is the where you want to
Oh,
put
okay.
really? There. That.
Yeah.
That.
I say, all right, when the door opens, something terrible might happen, and I do it.
You pop it open, and the double doors just erupt and you just see just like 40 to 50 undead, glowing fiery green eyes and flames glowing inside of their chest cavities, withered and clothes burned away, and they seem semi-sentient, but disheveled and broken.
Through the mental bond, I say, so there's undead, but they seem aware somehow. We haven't tried the turning thing yet, so if you hear screaming, we might need help.
I'm about to try the turning thing. She's got both books in her hands. Considering your description, she will have weighted that during that description. Do I get the sense that there's something else going on with these creatures?
Nope. You sense absolute evil. That they have been funneling the phoenix into themselves.
Oh, why is Briv not there?
I'm in the telepathic bond. I mean, Briv, if you want to be here, you are welcome. And as I am saying that,
to happen, buddy.
I'm still holding both books. I don't even bother holding both books up. I'm just hugging them both, and I'm going to channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Okay. Anyone who wants to use Dimension Door, you may absolutely do so. You can close the gap with 500 feet. Like, you can get pretty close.
I will just say two things. In the mental link, I'm like, Widdle, stay with the ship. I'm telling you, this is a trick. And then I'm gonna hit my Turn Undead too.
Hey, dual Turn Undead. Let's do this.
You shall not pass.
And Briv is definitely zooming in.
All right, you zoom in. You start. Let's forego then. Go ahead. You've got the surprise action. So you go and do your Turn Undead. What's the difficulty? It's a DC 20. Give me a second. Percentage is undead. They can see or hear you within 30 feet. Must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
So DC is 20, and then my Destroy Undead is if they are a CR 3 or lower. But if they are, they are just destroyed. If they fail, and they're a CR 4 or higher, then they still have to run away from me for a minute.
Mine is only 17, and they just do a scared.
Yeah, you pull off your Turn Undead, and they start running. Orkira, they all just you stare at them, and you see all of these like books and weird drawings and paintings of the Phoenix, and this level of obsession, and you cast Turn Undead, and they all just explode and scream and turn to dust. You were covered into ash. Except for one that rolled a natural 20.
But I have no idea that was you and not me. So when I hold my hands up and you hold your hands up and they all explode, I'm like, whoa!
You're getting better at that, really. I know it was me, but I'm going to let him believe it was him.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
Around the Phoenix. There. Oh, wait, hang on. We got the one. Wait, did we save the one for Briv? I feel like he'd appreciate it if we saved the one for him.
No, go ahead and
so
kill
is there
these.
just
I'm
one
sure there will
left
be
of
others.
the whole group, or because you said there's a bunch? Is there one left?
There's one left. You are just walking around the room with your holy symbol, just burning them all to ash, and these all seem to have just been existing for thousands of years, worshiping this death cult and preventing phoenixes from getting inside as they true energy, resurrection magic to fuel their bodies. No, I don't do that. I do something else. I was going to produce flame, but instead I'm going to, as Freely says, should we save this one for Briv? Orkira does say, if he wants to join us, yeah, but I'm not going to let this one stick around. I'm going to Sacred Flame it. And I'm doing that because it's radiant damage. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 20. Okay. It fails.
Existence pain.
Why are you here? This is
That takes 20 radiant damage. I don't answer it.
Oh, you think you know?
I
know. And just how much damage?
20 radiant.
Yeah. his head explodes, and just burns to a cinder.
I realize that the undead routinely attempt to mislead us, but now I'm feeling more concerned. It's like you think you think you understand. Okay, but I mean, I'm with you. I feel like the Phoenix wanted this. I feel like the Phoenix wanted this.
There is a big
I
fiery
feel
pit
like
in the center.
I feel like I want this too, but I also, yeah, fairly, your gut and mine are the same. I don't know what else is going on. I will take a moment to look around the room. Is there
Briv's
anything else
looking at his
besides?
stomach at this point, and he knows that his gut is not the same as theirs. It's just a little bit like
Maybe just destroy one book at a time.
Okay.
But first, I want to look around the room. You said that there was other stuff besides just rah-rah Phoenix. Is there anything indicating anything else? Is there any writings on the wall? Is there any details? Is there the books on, that tell anything other than, yay, we like Phoenixes because they're going to destroy everything?
They are a segment of. They learned some of this magic from a Serac himself, the Lich. They were associated with the Serac, who was very into messing about with resurrection magic for funsies, so they are like kind of an edge group that found a way to make all of them live forever. But through the writings that you see in this room, they slowly start burning away themselves until there was nothing left. And several of them had become demi-liches who just their heads just slowly eroded as well from the fire over time. So there may have been hundreds or thousands in this temple at one point. These are all that remain.
Really, I don't know what else is going on, because I agree with you that there's more going on, but not with any of these. These were not good. These were not good people. This is why undeath sucks.
And I will walk over to the pit, and I will.
As we're walking over, I'm like, well, but which one do you chuck first? The one Asmodeus had maybe did something to, or the one that you've kept lovingly all this time?
I hold out both, and I
Where
drop
does
them
that
both.
pit go?
Oh, she drops them both.
It is a tether to the Phoenix itself. It's just made out of pure fire. And you drop both books, and how do you imagine these books are destroyed?
I think Orkira doesn't see them as books anymore. She sees them as chains. And so as she holds them out and her hands are shaking because she doesn't know what's about to happen, they are in her mind not a good thing anymore. And she lets go and they melt. They don't burn, they just melt.
And they melt away.
Does
and
anything
you're just
happen?
in this room of ash. You feel a tremble, and the pit of fire just kind of fades. And you feel like that connection to the Phoenix has been severed. Not between you and the Phoenix, but between this place and the Phoenix.
I will reach out towards the Phoenix, even though I don't have a holy symbol anymore. I think I just did it. How do you feel?
Better.
Okay. There aren't any more of those books, right? Like, that was it? That was it?
No, there are no more books. Unless you want to write one. And I'd be honored.
What do you mean by the right one?
About us.
What?
A book about the Phoenix that does not exploit me.
I mean, yeah, that'd be nice. I wasn't even sure if I was still gonna be connected to you after this. So whatever you want is fine with me.
I would be honored if you wrote about me, Orkira Ildrex, in your own book.
DM?
Yes?
Is the Phoenix talking about that other book I have?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Gotcha.
Me? I mean, you know how many times I had to read that one that to even understand half of it. I'm not really a book learner. You want me to write one? Are you sure? This might be a big mistake. You don't want Alyndra to write it? I mean, Alyndra is like really good at that.
You learned Primordial. That took so long. Not judging.
Yeah, it took a long time. No, it's not a judgment. It took a while. I'm still kind of working out the. But yeah.
Meanwhile, all of you are now covered in ash, and you've witnessed Orkira make this sacrifice. I imagine, are you talking out loud or in your own head?
Oh yeah, like this, like always, is out loud. I usually will indicate if I'm doing everything quietly, so she's saying all of this out loud.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do in this temple? We have a few minutes left.
Is there? I will ask the Phoenix. Is there anything else I'm supposed to do here? Do we need to destroy this whole thing?
Run.
I will look over it. I guess it's Freely and Briv in here.
Literally, you feel a tap at your shoulder, and
Time
you
to go.
see black eyes and horns. They're right. It was totally a trap. This is gonna be really fun.
Widdle says, I hear everyone coughing. Is everyone okay?
When the Phoenix says run, I don't say, I don't turn to them and say run. I cast Word of Recall, and we immediately appear in the control room because that's where I had it centered. So we don't start
Perfect.
to head back.
You all
I
appear.
grab the
and
two
you
of
see,
them,
Yep.
and we appear.
You all see Asmodeus behind Widdle in the control room, and you all appear all around her. And that's where we're going to leave off, because I love me a cliffhanger so much. I am a terrible human being. Thank you, everyone, for watching. B. Dave. I feel I have upset you.
It's all right. I'm going to put
Oh,
that in my
no.
heart box till next week.
I'm worried
As
about our
always, thank
friendship
you.
right now. I'm worried
Thank
about
you.
a lot of friendships right now.
Thank you all for tuning in and taking this journey with us, which never ceases to surprise. Thank you to Hero Forge. Thank you to Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound. Thank you to Idle Champions and our new partner, Tailspire. Definitely check out Tailspire. Tune in next week for another giveaway. And hey, if you haven't already, maybe sign up for a free account on Demiplane. Check it out. It's kind of incredible. And until then,
cool.
we will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.